Good morning. It's the morning of Simchat Torah, October 14th, 2025. Exactly 2 years, according to the Hebrew calendar, exactly 2 years after Hamas's horrendous attack on southern Israel 2 years ago. And I've already been asked by people, hard to believe, but I've already been asked by people what exactly do I think about recent events, particularly the return of the hostages yesterday and the so-called peace treaty that was made by President Trump. Well, first of all, enormous relief, truly enormous relief, knowing that the last 20 living hostages have been returned home safely, home to Israel. But I have to remind people that according to the last news that I saw, there's still 24 dead hostages in the Gaza Strip being held by Hamas and its minions. Are they holding them in order to try and eke out a better deal? Do they not know where the bodies are? I have no idea. I don't know. I also have to remind everybody that this is really just a ceasefire. It's not a peace treaty. And we've had an ongoing, on and off again, peace treaty with Hamas since the Gaza Strip was handed over to them, to the Palestinians, and then taken over by Hamas way back when, in 2006. And I also have to remind everybody, we had a peace treaty up until October 6th, 2023, when it was viciously broken by Hamas in that horrendous attack. So yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic that something good will come out about this. There are also reports in the paper saying that some Arab countries, and this is probably the reason why Qatar and Turkey and Egypt have been pushing for this ceasefire, because they realize that Hamas has become too much of a burden on the Arab world, and they're trying their best to try and slow it down, to stop it. I do give credit where credit is due, and I thank President Trump for his efforts, but I think it's a little bit more nuanced than that. I think that Netanyahu finally realized the coin drop for him, that he was looking for a way to climb down from the tree he had gone dangerously too high up on, and he was looking for a way to get off of that tree, and Trump gave it to him. Trump forced Bibi to agree to these conditions, and now Bibi can safely say to his far-right coalition members, Ben Gvir and Smotrich, that he didn't actually want a peace treaty, but he was forced to do it by Trump. Well, whatever's good, if we get a ceasefire, anyway, is good. My big concern right now is the future of Israel. And I'm hoping that this will lead to elections, but I'm pretty sure that this government that needs to be changed, that this government is going to hold out its full term, that is for another year, until next October. But hopefully we will have elections as soon as possible, and we can get a new government, that we can get a government that we deserve. Anyways, I can't ignore my tour guide hat on, my literal tour guide hat that's on the top of my head, and I'd like to show you where we are. Right now I'm at I'm at the highest point on this hill. You can see the mark down at my feet over there, indicating that they're the highest. Over there to the west, now behind me, you can see the eastern outskirts of Tel Aviv in the smog. Not very nice. And in the other direction, directly to the east, you can see, I don't know how well you can see it with this camera, you can see the foothills of Jerusalem, also about 30 kilometers to the east. All of these buildings that are closer, This is the city I live in, the city of Modin, roughly halfway between Jerusalem and Tel Aviv, the coast. Thank you for your attention. The truth of the matter is that this has actually not cleared it up for me. I'm still as confused and uncertain about the future as maybe you are too. But thank you anyways.